Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd, gentlemen. Last time on the Curse of Strahd, the party is currently infiltrating the Amber Temple, and it is an unforgiving place of darkness and pain. You've already been seeing signs on the ceiling and the things that you've been running into. What has happened to previous visitors and whatever protectors once called this place home? Madness and darkness has found them, either changing them into horrific things, or leaving them dead, or dusted, and the floor beneath your feet. During your battle with the Flame Skulls, the massive Bat God statue over here began attacking as well, as its attention was drawn. Our friend Tarmagen attempted to speak with it, and it did. It seems to be the Feed Kazamazot himself, trapped. It attempted to bargain, and Tarmagen turned him down, to which the demon, the Fiend, did not take lovingly, and basically said, "If I see you again, you're fucking toast, laddie." At the moment, the party continued advancing through their right wing, and you guys heard strange mutterings and whispers. It sounded like Strahd von Zarvich and somebody else coming from a door to your right, but the party continued, not wanting to draw whatever attention it is. However, you guys arrived where you found a couple of barbarian corpses that were just mashed into the floor, being devoured by a hellhound. As the party attempted to enter, this awakened the Amber Golem that sat motionless at the top. I know it shows like a hawk head, but that's the only golem, Amber Golem that came with the module. I couldn't find a better thing. Essentially, it has the look of an angel, like that has been twisted into demonic features, and has been attempting to smash the party and beat you guys up to varied success. This golem is extremely tough. However, Vasila has gone ape mode on it, I believe, with the help of Tom Jim. Was it? Who's no, Duncan. Seeing the constellating symbol on you. And then, as things were getting frisky, a man in an absolutely filthy man with overgrown fingernails, hair like a black tendrils caught in an ocean web, came out and started and screamed. And I believe, let me see, did we leave off before or after the golem's turn? Let me see here. I'm seeing let me see.
I think it was me because I slammed the door.
Yeah, I think we just finished Tom's turn, so I'm guessing it's the golem's turn now. Yes, sir. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. So, let me see. Currently, it was focusing on Fisk and Vasoon, except there is a giant fucking ape in its way that's even bigger than it. So it's going to throw a couple of punches your way, young lady.
Oh no.
Oh yeah! Alright, the golem puts both hands together and attempts to hammer them down onto your apey skull. Slam. And let me see, he can still hit someone, so it's going to target, let me see, Bassoon, because he is more injured, for the additional target. Holy fuck! That's a double hit. Fortunately, he did not have advantage on it, which would have given him maximum. And that is 20 and 19. That does hit Bassoon's AC, and Bassoon is going to as he gets smashed into the ground, and I drop my mouse. Okay, Vasilla, you take 39 points of bludgeoning damage. However, you are not moved because you are a size larger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, with that, he's going to make a second slam attack on you, Vasilla. That is a 29, 23. And this one is going to give to Fisk, the 23. So that is 2 attacks. And it is under half health, so he lost access to this little thing, so none of that. So, that is its turn. Fisk, I believe you are up. Oh,
Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Yep.
I can.
Great. Okay. What's coming with the hallway, but I can't see that, so I am going to.
Oh, Fisk, are you concentrating on the spell by any chance?
I believe I was concentrating. Give me a second.
Darkness. Or something.
Silence.
I think that would have to require a Constitution saving throw, please,
Yes.
for the damage you took.
Character sheet.
All right, and that's
That's
a
enough.
1. The silence falls, and suddenly the thump, thump, thump of combat echoes outside of the room.
Yep.
Okay.
Bless
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm going to lay into this thing. I'll try and kick in its kneecap and just hammer in on one leg. Try and bring this thing down.
All right. $19. All right, so 19 will not, but you are rolling with advantage because you are circling it. So that'll be a 28 on your first hit.
Okay. And then the next one.
That's a 9. That's a miss.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Don't you have a bonus action attack?
A bonus action attack.
Yeah, as a monk. I'm seeing 3 attacks, 2 attacks, so 19 and 28 and 14 and 13. That's 2 attacks with advantage.
Do I?
I know it's been a little while, but monks do get like a bonus action unarmed attack for martial arts.
I did not know that. I thought you could use a key point to get an extra, but
You get a
You get
key-
a key point to use. Get 2 extra.
That's right.
yeah. Okay.
Yep, because you only used unarmed strikes, then you can. Oh, thank you, honey. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Did not know that.
I'm good.
Make Fisk stronger.
Oh, no. Go ahead. My turn.
Okay.
So,
I think you. Yeah, I'm sure you. I think you knew and forgot it because I definitely remember you doing this before. But yeah, all right, that's your turn. Ooh, there we go. That's a. Wait, that's 10. Counting 40. It's not bad. Okay. The madman comes up. What are you doing? Duncan, he like grabs your shoulders and he shakes you about like, what are you doing? You fools! Fly! Fly from here! Duncan, as a reaction, if you choose, you may give me a history check. Not with advantage, because of this doesn't procure it, but just go ahead and give me one.
I absolutely will. I'm navigating my new thing. Hang on. Public. Do you prefer to GM or?
Up to you, really. I don't think it's necessary to be to GM. 25.
Nice.
Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, Duncan, you're a little bit like as you like turn out, you like you almost jump out of your skin as this old guy fucking did that to you, and you're like, something strange about this, and your eyes widen as you realize who it is that's shaking you like a like a marionette like now right now. The man standing before you, filthy, degenerate, and clearly somewhat insane, is none other than the celebrated wizard Mordenkainen. You've studied his likeness before. He is very famous, even in the as one of the greatest, of your kind. While he is not a bard, he is a wizard. He is definitely a lore hunter. And a man who's responsible for the genesis of many spells and knowledge for many walks of life, peoples and places. What the hell is he doing here? You are not 100% sure, and you feel unease at the state that this famous man, essentially like the Albert Einstein of magic, just like came out of the room next to you and were like, "What the hell are you doing here? Get out!" Ah! He's going to let me
Is this the first time I've seen him?
in person. No. Once he visited the university where you taught at. You actually you even spoke to him. Even at like there was a function, and you guys exchanged some ideas. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be recognizing you at the moment. He seems to be a little if that makes sense. Okay. For his turn, the Mad Mage is going to, let me see, he's going to look past your shoulder to something seemingly only he can see. And he's going to run past you. No, you've awakened it! Ah, damn it. He was right. Blah! And he's going to cast a spell at the golem and the giant ape. Let me see. Golem, giant ape, yeah. And I need Vasila to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
The fuck did I do? What? All right, if you insist. Do I have? I don't have any. No, this could be +2. All right, ape rolls a 16, which I have a feeling doesn't save.
Alright, a 16 will not save.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright. And let me see. Well, this sheet doesn't want to play nice, and I think I know why. Stupid friggin' dark mode, thank you. Right, 17 does not save either. Priscilla, you are transported about 20 feet backwards. The Amber Golem is transported straight up near the chamber ceiling. And it immediately falls. It takes about, let me see, 3d6 points of damage, which is halved because it's not the fall isn't magical, but he is prone. Hit it, you stupid! Look, he starts slapping your knee. Hit it, you stupid big monkey! Hit it! Alright, that's his turn, and Bassoon is still slow. He's going to... Okay! And... Fucking Christ, I need to staple this to my hand. Sorry. Okay, I think when it fell to the floor, it accidentally closed out of the Roll20. Let me just hop back in there. And there we go. Bassoon is going to swing. I think it's only one attack because he's still on effective slow, but it's still... With one attack is better than none. And there we go. It is with advantage because he is bone. And 16. Not bad. 12, actually. Vasilla, you're up. Actually, no, he does get he does get his wisdom saving throw, and Vasilla, you're up.
I'm gonna, like, the ape Vasilla is gonna, like, look back at, like, the little wizard and ponder what this strange little feeble creature might be directing her to do. And then through her own volition,
Yeah, you don't understand him.
Yeah, and through her own volition, chooses to do what he was asking anyways as she moves up and start pummeling this thing. Alright, so I have advantage. 2 fist attacks. Alright. So let me roll. It's a what the plus 9? Yeah, that's plus 9. Alright. 20 plus 9.
For a first attack, 17.
What the fuck?
16. Unfortunately, the Amber Golem is still pretty tough. You're like,
That's it.
yeah, you rain blows on it, but it doesn't quite up to snuff. Anything else on your turn?
That's all I could do.
All right. Yeah. Like so. Let me see. And there we go. Duncan, you're up.
Oh, quick point of order, DM.
Hi.
I'm catching up on my spell slots because I missed last session. I'm guessing I turned Vasilla into Mighty Joe Young, so is that polymorph I'm concentrating on?
That's right.
Any other spell slots I need to be
I think
penalized?
there was a Mass Cure Wounds in there.
Okay.
Whatever
you say, I'm fine with. I'm not.
I think there was a
just
Mass Cure Wounds in the regular Cure, in the level 1 or 2 Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much it.
And then Bardic Inspirations.
I don't think I used any.
Okay. And do I still have Exhaustion?
I don't think you guys had a long rest since last time.
So I do have 1 level of Exhaustion.
I believe so. That means your DCs and D20 rolls are to make a -1.
Copy that. Okay. So, seeing a guy that I knew from a different world run by me, yelling at me, and not recognizing me, I'm a little concerned. So, I'm going to step forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Holy shit, that is a big gorilla. And catching me up, I know we're fighting this Iron Golem guy, right? He's the only one, or do I know if the Madman's on our side?
The Amber Golem. The Madman doesn't seem to have, if he was against you, maybe he would have tried to gouge your eyes out or something.
Gotcha.
None of your friends are facing towards him in a get him kind of way, so doesn't seem so.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to throw a Bane at first level, and if he's the only enemy, then it'll just be him.
Alright, I don't believe Bane has a saving throw, so right, he stayed up Bane.
No, it does. It's a Charisma. My DC is normally, I think, 17.
Alright, this means that the polymorph drops.
Oh, you're right. I forgot that that's a concentration. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm not going to do
No
that.
worries, yeah.
I will go. Let's see if I can. Nope, I can't do a fairy fire. Jeez, I can't do it. I guess I'll start with a bardic inspiration. I'm gonna look down at let's see here can I see a Norum?
If your token can see him, then you can see him.
Okay, I can't. So I'm gonna look at Varys. We need you in here, man. Giant Golem, and then I'm gonna do a bardic inspiration, so you get a D10. And for a bonus action, and then for my action, I'm going to cast a spell, and let's go with Shatter. But I'm going to cast it behind the golem, so it only hits him.
Okay. Can you ping shadow? Let's see. Shadow. Loud ringing noise. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere. Constant. Yeah, no, the ceiling is tall enough that there's enough room that you can just get the golem itself. So let me see. A non-magical object isn't being corn. And got a stone, crystal, or metal. Inorganic.
I'm trying to figure out. I didn't.
Is amber organic material? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what the
Is
damage
it?
is supposed to
well.
be.
It's that shit made of honey, right?
It's actually hardened tree sap, technically.
It's same thing.
Amber is not a mineral.
Well, technically speaking, if it's organic, it depends on who you ask, because carbon could technically be organic. So
So you can
everything
eat
be
diamonds,
weird.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to
but-
see. I'm going to say that because I think for the spirit of the spell, it would be inorganic, so it's going to roll it with disadvantage.
I would, that totally makes sense. If it has animated life, then
Yeah.
And I don't know what my DC is. I think it's 17.
Spell
17 normally, 16 for now, because of the exhaustion.
That's correct. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Alright, immense bulk, also another feature space. Magic resistant. So it gets cancelled out, he just rolls once normally. That's a con save. Come guide up. And he fails. Alright, go for it. What's
So
that?
I roll
Roll me the damage. You roll
3d8.
14. Okay. Yeah, you guys hear as thunder rocks through the small chamber, echoing and being. I'm gonna say because the chamber is like slightly circular, it's like loudened a bit more. So I'm gonna even give him a little bit more extra damage as a result. Like, you guys are gonna have to clamp your ears, your hands to your ears. Sorry.
Even Monkey Facil does it.
Yeah, to avoid being deafened by the boom of the thunder crash. Anything else, Duncan?
Nope, that's everything. Just Varys has a D10 for Bardic Inspiration, and that'll end my turn.
Honor him, you're up. See cracks beginning to spread throughout the golem. Despite its tough exterior and interior and magic resistance, it definitely seems like you guys are starting to deal enough damage to overcome its guardian's mending.
I'll go step back into the room. Jesus Christ, keep it down! And I'm going to fire off my missiles level 4 at this thing.
Right, so I believe there would be 5 magic missiles from you. There we go.
7, so 7 times 4.
Right, because it has 3 by base, and you get an additional 1 from your item. Are you still attuned to that item, actually? No problem. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. So what? So I forget how we do this. Do I just like multiply this by 5 or what? By 7?
Yeah, 4 by 7, so 28.
28. All right. Pop, 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 pop. You know, I'm fine with that. Minus 28. All right. The golem is definitely starting to crack as your magic missiles crack into it like a shotgun.
Step back outside of the room.
Right. Honorim, your particularly sharp ears can definitely hear the sounds of just various sounds that you're having trouble making sense out of coming from the rest of the temple, and you're not certain if it's just the thunder kind of echoing back and forth or if it's something else. Varys, you're up.
Just one question: does my character recognize Mordecai?
Thank you for pointing that out. History check for you as well.
I can say, would you have allowed me like a free action to have shouted like Mordecai, what are you doing here? Maybe.
That'll have to have been on your turn. I'm sorry.
All right.
Um,
You can't hate the hustle.
no, of course can't. I would never hate you. 17. Yeah, Arnhem, you are a particularly sharp individual, and while you more studied the man's walk rather than what he looked like or anything like that, you get a nudge from your ring, and the name Mordenkainen appears in your mind, and you're like, what? And you look at the guy, and you're like, of course. That's where he's been. How the hell he survived the whole this time? How the hell he got here, and what the hell he's been doing here? You don't know. Probably worth investigating. But yes, this is basically one of, like I said, basically the rock star of wizardry.
And also, do we remember what the yellow dots are? The bless?
Yellow dots?
Tarm, Fisk, and myself.
Yeah.
I believe that was a bless. That was Fisk. That's what it was. It was bless, not silence. I think.
No, bless.
It was warding bond.
Bless or warding bond. Warding bond.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's concentration. So,
Nope.
What does that do again?
I'll ping it in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, Varys, you're up, my man.
Muted.
Also, Vasilla, I need a wisdom saving throw from you. I don't think I got one at the end of your turn versus the slow effect.
Oh, I have to use the giant ape wisdoms.
That's correct.
Oh, it's not proficient. It's got the same wisdom as Vasilla. It's not proficient though. Fuck. I just got the proficiency too. Come on.
The spell wards a willing creature. I don't think it could be warding bond because I'm seeing 3 people with a yellow of warding bond.
Yeah,
Right.
so I use twin spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
right. Fucking twin spell. What a cool way to do it. Alright, 18, Vasily, you're no longer slow. So when your turn comes along, let's take off that snail. Thank you very much, Adam. And Varys, go ahead. You have the Amber Golem is currently prone, which does give disadvantage on ranged attacks. So up to you how you want to go about this.
I'm going to spin my hands and shoot out using my chromatic orb a ball of acid.
Okay, that will be with disadvantage. Did you catch that bit? Because it's prone.
Oh, I thought you said advantage at range.
No. So for range attacks versus prone enemies are rolled with disadvantage, but melee attacks are rolled with advantage. You can still cast your spell. I just wanted to make sure you're aware.
Okay. Well, shit. That just threw me
Wait,
for a loop.
You're not a sharpshooter?
Does sharpshooter go off against prone enemies?
Or is that only cover?
I think it's cover. I don't remember.
I
the
think it's
numbers.
just cover. I don't think it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, because cover gives flat bonuses and stuff. Prone's like disadvantage for
Yeah,
ranged.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have a D10 from my bardic inspiration. So I'll
Yes,
go
you
ahead
could
and
add your
throw this-
D10 to it. Go for
And
it.
I'm going to throw this chromatic orb at second level. So
Go
I
for it.
don't really know how to do that other than roll this, but here, let's go for it. I got to do it from my main sheet.
All right, Cobb, that's a 13. You want to roll that D10? Actually, you'll need to roll me again because it's disadvantage, as we said.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's hope that's higher. All right, so we'll go with a 13. Go ahead and roll me a D10. Let's see if it'll hit a 21.
Hold on, I gotta. Where's my.
You'll need to roll, I believe, 8 or higher.
Yeah, this dice menu's.
On the
What's
left
my
side,
R? Is it slash R or is it R exclamation point?
Eric, so on the left side, there's at the bottom of the menu, At the bottom of the top menu on the left side, you'll see what looks like to be like a D20.
No, I get that. My grid just looks like 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s and 6s.
Oh, you just hit the. That means 2 dice,
How
3
m-
dice, 4 dice.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. You just
So
click
just
on the
click
appropriate
D10.
die. Yeah.
Just click
Just
a
click where it
D10.
says D10. Yeah.
I know exactly. That messed me up the first time I saw it too.
Same.
My screen doesn't look. I know what my screen is supposed to look like. It's a glitch or something. So is it /R or R exclamation point for the chat?
I think it's /R space D10.
There you go. Oh,
And then, is it possible? Can I?
That's just a miss. Can you what? What's up?
Guess I can't double up on an inspiration. No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm going to step back. Oh no, I won't. I'm not gonna step back. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Tomager, you're up.
right. I'm gonna quickly 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's prone. So
I
I'm
see.
not gonna
I see.
burn just my green flame blade, and I am going to swing Mother's Sorrow over my head into this guy. And since I have
That's an
advantage,
18 with advantage. Unfortunately, an 18 still does not penetrate its defenses.
in this case, I pull out my Elven Accuracy,
28 will.
and quick attack. The first one, I don't know why it went off twice. And green flame blade. 11, 12, 13, 14.
So what do I take here? I'm seeing a 17, 11, and a
Ignore
13.
It applied them. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it applied them. So yeah, so 17.
All right, 17. That's 20 plus 15. That is 35. Yeah, as you call out to the Raven Queen, her power here is thin. This is a place of terrible darkness and and undeath. It chokes out. But you, through sheer force of will, you force the connection open, smashing Mother Sorrow down on the Amber Golem, cracking its head open. You hear a terrible shriek that causes your ears to bleed and your eyes to ache. But the golem stops moving and then crumbles.
Well, Darman looks
Anything else,
around.
Tom?
Yeah, he's just kind of it's gone quiet now. I am assuming.
As
Or
you force your ears to listen, you hear something like weeping and shouting kind of echoing from other parts of the temple.
All right, I'm just gonna stand there, checking this thing out, making sure it's actually dead.
It's a pile of crumbled amber.
All right.
This strange metallic stench, like the smell of rotted car batteries and lemons that have been left in the sun far too long, can be smelled. Something black is bubbling in its inside. A liquid you didn't quite realize was at its core when you were fighting it. It's the source of the smell.
All right. I just use my bonus action and get the hell away from it.
Bassoon. So actually, it's not his turn
That's
yet,
right.
so he'll just
Yeah.
be over there. Never mind. Apologies. All right. Anything else, Tom?
Nope, that's it. That's my turn.
All right, Fisk, you're up. Yeah.
I am going to turn to Tarm and he's the closest. Yeah. Turn to Tarm and Varys, looking at this strange mage and ask, do we chase?
Chase? Chase what? No, no, follow me, follow me! Foolish fool.
Uh,
Must away,
I'm
we
gonna
must away
hold.
before the voices and the eyes come.
I'm gonna hold my action and step in his direction. If Tarm or Varys tell me go, then I'm gonna lay into this guy. If they don't, then I'm gonna hold off. But I'm gonna hold my action.
Well, if he's asking me specifically, I would tell him to block the door so we can talk to this guy. Hold him, stop him from getting out of here.
Okay. Then I will do that. Jump over, make my way over, and block the door. Um, bonus action, patient defense. That's my turn.
Okay. So you try to purposefully just block them. He looks at you, incomprehensible. Usually, when one tells you to follow, you're supposed to follow me, not stand in the way like a big sack of potatoes with all too much hair on them. But it's good, yes, now. Excuse me, large ape and orc. He bassoons him. Wait. Sees that none of
Can
you
I
guys
drop my
are,
concentration, DM?
What's that?
Can I drop my concentration
Certainly.
so Vasilla can actually talk and think?
Vasilla, you no longer have the urge to communicate via feces and groans and grunts.
I was gonna like poke him as a gorilla. Oh wow. Where is he on the map right now? I think some tokens are overlaid. Let me refresh.
Yeah, he's right here.
Let's see. I'm refreshing.
He's right above
it.
Fisk.
I can't see the map yet. Give me a second. There we are.
There he is.
I see him. So I kind of like look at him like suspiciously.
Good, yes, closer. Excuse me, sir!
Who the fuck is this guy?
Screams at you, Talmagen, for like walking away
What?
from him.
What?
Come
what?
here, lady!
I'm gonna yell his name really loudly and just say, Mordecai, slow down, and see if he reacts to his name.
He does not.
Mordecai? Wait, do you know this jabroni?
I don't know if he, I knew somebody who looked like him. He's a very, very powerful wizard. Is he reacting?
You're about
acknowledging
to
this?
enter my inner sanctum, where we shall be safe. Where's the pretty boy?
Can I try to discern if this is
Where's the pretty boy with the hole in his head? Where is he? Ah, there you are. Come. They're arriving. I can hear their legs. Look over there. They're arriving. And as he's gonna cast a spell, all of you feel like someone's yanking the bottom of your stomachs to the side, and you can feel the telltale sign of a displacement spells. Displacement spell. Is anybody going to attempt to resist this?
Yes.
Not really.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
I'm not letting a crazy person teleport me somewhere inside of this fucked up house.
Oh, sure, for sure. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please. It's a fail. Anybody else?
I'm going with it.
All right. Technically, everybody here is touching somebody that's touching him, so that's that'll be good enough. You guys find yourselves in what seems to seated in several steps, chairs. That seems to be. I didn't mean to copy that. That seems to be arranged like a lecture hall. At the excuse me, sorry, thank you. At the top here, you guys can. At a glance, you guys can see that here and there are the telltale signs that somebody has been staying here for quite a while. The place smells absolutely musty and dusty. There's all kinds of food waste, and by the smell of it, in this corner, human waste as well. From here, over here, a very thoroughly used bedroll. And a whole pile and mess of different crumpled papers, broken inkwells, ink-stained podium. Magical components, both used and partially unused, litter the ground all around in a big mess. And the chalkboard behind has been filled with scribbles and scrambles of both venting brands as well as magical theory, quite literally written one on top of the other, so that pretty much it looks like a huge mess. White scribble has been made by some giant baby. The most catching feature of the room, however, is a massive replica of Strad von Zerovich, colorless, and with a disapproving, prideful glare. As the madman reappears with you all in the room, guys hear a click as a large mechanism in the door swivels shut. And the massive Strad points at each of you, and not each of you, sorry, points at the madman. You've failed once again. See, you bring these miserable interlopers into your embrace, and what will it do for you? Nothing. Nothing. You fail just like you failed all those young men before. And you'll fail them as well. Good evening. Failure, points to Mordenkainen again. He's like, shut up, I know, leave me alone, shut up! We should be safe here, my students.
What? But
we should be
students?
safe here. Do not worry. No harm will
So I
come
think-
to you in my magical sanctum.
DM, I think being in there and seeing a madman, can I suggest everybody we sit down and try to play along with this illusion? Because I'm just gonna say out loud because he doesn't seem to be.
do you want to like kind of like whisper it to everybody? Like, cause you in the back, you kind of have like a good position to talk to everyone.
Yeah, I just want to say, let's just go along with it. Sit down. This is a lecture hall. Pretend we're
Oh,
the
he
class.
throws a chalk at you. No talking. This is
Sorry, sir.
no
and
talking during
I'll-
class.
I'll just sit down. I'm just gonna sit down and like I actually have a quill and a parchment, and I'm gonna pull it out and look at him like I'm about to take notes to what he's saying. And
You
be like,
realize
just-
that the chalk he threw at you is like just a frozen, like this is actually like a frozen piece of ice elemental. This is actually really good for like ice spells. You could use it to use an ice spell to make it deal like to make it a bit more difficult to resist. You're like, oh, secret that.
So my intention here is I want to engage him in a conversation. So I'm going to keep talking to him and whisper at the side of my mouth, somebody do something. And I'm going to try to distract him by pretending I'm a student. Since I was a professor, I feel like I could try to pretend to keep his attention while everybody else does whatever they're going to do.
Certainly.
So you just hear me talking to him. Like I can't really roleplay some deep lore on Barovia, but I'm going to start talking to him about his expertise to get him to, what do you think about the blah 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 spell that was written?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Essentially, you're trying to distract him by discussing arcane theory is what I'm getting here. So I'm gonna say, give me your choice between an Arcana. I'll say we'll take that Arcana check. It looks pretty good. All right. I'd say well, he starts like replying to you in part nonsense, part theory, which does seem to give you guys at least a bit of time to discuss what to do.
I look apologetically and ignore him. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. And I just keep.
So it's gonna like take off her hood.
Soon looks at you guy, like kind of leans in. It's like, this is that crazy strong wizard that arrived in Little Barovia? What the hell is wrong with him?
Strong is putting it very mildly. Can you give us this Strahd figure? Is a statue?
It seems to be some kind of illusion. It's vaguely see-through, and occasionally and as you go ahead and give me an investigation check on him. Yeah, you can very clearly see through it on him. This is definitely some kind of pre-programmed illusion or some kind of ongoing illusion. You're not sure if it's the temple or Strahd or somebody that put it here. It doesn't seem to acknowledge you guys too much. It simply occasionally like points at Mordenkainen and says something disparaging, calling him a failure, referring to the massacre of the young men of the village of Little Barovia, how he is nothing compared to Strahd, how he should just end it here, stuff like that.
But no indication of where it originates.
Where it's originating? No, not really.
I will try and...
Okay. Give me a dispel magic attempt. As I believe this is the 5th level.
4th
spell?
level.
Alright. Let me double check which level this is. Let me see. Programmed illusion. Level 6, so we'll need a roll after all. I believe it's your plus intelligence, so it would be a d20 plus 5, I think.
I was 17.
A d20 plus 5. Yeah, so 17, I think according to the spell, it just straight up cancels it, right? Yep, alright. You are... The illusion chuckles. Your madness is all too far-reaching. You will meet your end here, alone, and poof, the illusion collapses. Mordenkainen. Ah! Oh, good.
Bear's
Ah,
pops.
I can think a little bit better. Oh, yes. Now, where were we? I believe we were discussing. Who are you people? What are you doing in my lecture hall?
Mordenkainen?
Mordenkainen. There's no one here by that name.
Then,
No one
who
here by
are
that
you?
I am the mage. A mage. I'm mage. You can call me mage. Mage. I will help you. I guess.
Insight to see if this guy's crazy.
You don't need
Yeah. Oh.
it. He is crazy with a capital K. Something has. If you guys get the impression that like whatever effect the illusion had on him was exacerbating an existing effect, and on him actually, upon dispelling it, you kind of get an impression of where the spell originated. It originated from himself. He cast that spell. And judging by his overall situation, it might have been going on for a while.
Almost like self-flagellation.
You definitely get that impression. You can as he kind of like talking to you guys can see like tears coming down. Some aspect of him recognizes that he is sensing a sense of relief, and his demeanor overall is much friendlier. Now, class, we are here to discuss Barovia. Barovia, yes. Who can tell me what letter Barovia starts with? You, the fat one. He points at you, Vasilla.
I'm gonna kick this guy's ass after. I don't know. B.
Wrong! Throws a chalk at you. It's Z! It's Zarovia.
What? Then why you say Barovia then?
Don't interrupt me. It's very rude, young man. This will go on your permanent record.
Starts cracking her knuckles.
Can I try to sneak backwards towards that door?
Give me a stealth check, sure. The history of Barovia is an ancient and terrible one. Long ago. Yeah, it seems that you're succeeding. He doesn't really notice. It seems that he cast there's some kind of locking mechanism on the door. That's basically an ancient lock. You would have to use magic or a thieves' tools kit if you had one to unlock it.
If I can use that same roll, I want to come back and whisper to the group like arcane lock behind us, and then just keep trying to engage him in his lecture.
This place, and as he speaks, he gestures, and you guys see illusions materialize in the air as figures come from the wall and seem to pantomime what he's speaking about.
Oh God, he's got a fucking
Wizards.
smartboard.
Wizards. There were wizards who came here, and they knew this place. They thought it was a place of power. And it is! It was! It still is. But evil. Terrible. Things from beyond the weave peering at us, licking their chops as they smell the way the worms crawl in our minds, the sound the blood makes as it rushes through our bodies, pumped through hearts that do not know fear quite yet. They feed on evil. They are evil. They love the moment where a good man turns traitor, when greed and lust for power overtake a young heart. Tell me. He looks at you. Honor him. What is the most evil thing a man can do to his fellow man? Kevin?
I think he's looking up the answer.
it's a matter of perspective.
Looks like he's about to throw a chalk at you, and then thinks better of it. A wizard's answer to a wizard's question. Not that there's any wizards here! No wizards here. No, none. None at all. I'm a sorcerer. A warlock, filthy things.
Wow.
Right, yes. A matter of perspective. Their perspective is ancient and old and large. They see the big picture. We are nothing but brushes of paint, strokes of green, of blue, black, and red, and red, and red, and red, and red, and red, dread, 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 dread. They're below us. They broke many men and women. The deals they make come true, but at a terrible price. I paid the price. I paid it. Safety. My safety for the ultimate, most precious treasure I've had. For peace of mind, but my mind knows peace. They took a piece of my mind. But, you know what? You get an A, semi after class, young man. You're fired. And you, young, looks at you up and down thing. Can you explain to me? What's the worst thing that can happen to a man, or a woman, or a thing like yourself?
You're looking at Fisk.
He's looking at you, Fisk. That's why he was saying, like, young thing.
Lose ourselves.
Yes. 10 points to Gryffindor, yes. What? Says to no one in particular, but yes, losing ourselves. Oh, lost. Damn it, who am I doing all this for? There we go. Camera's back. Yes, losing ourselves. The only thing we truly have in this life or the next is ourselves. And I've lost a piece of it. I was afraid of him. For the first time in my life, I was afraid. And I traded a piece of myself away. They have it. Down below, they have it. The Dark Ones, they have it.
You know where?
He is them. They are the land. They are the ancients.
They.
He sacrificed his friend. His friend still walks the lands, bound in chains of silver, seated as the king of the Mad Knights. The king of the Mad Knights was sacrificed by the king of blood. That is the first one. Sacrifice a friend, sacrifice a mother, sacrifice a brother, sacrifice a country. 4 sacrifices he made. 4 sacrifices for his power. Friend, brother, mother, country. Friend, brother, mother, country. 4 sacrifices. Knowing and unknowing, willing and unwilling. It matters not. He still arose. There must always be a king of blood. There must always be a puppet of the Dark Ones on the throne. The mists. The mists are the dangerous. The mists are the real danger. What are you all doing still sitting down? Get up, you have things to do!
What?
What? Young lady.
So now I'm lady, okay.
I can protect you from the temple's guardians. For a little while, at least.
Just one question. He kind of holds his hand up while writing on his paper.
What is it,
He's
young
like,
man?
Yes, Dark Ones. Who are they and where do you find them?
The Dark Ones are what one would refer to as eldritch entities, forgotten gods, and things beyond reality. Normally, these mean the same things. My current theory, in fact, is that they are shards of forgotten gods, dead ones, in fact, that amalgamated together, drawn to the ambient energies of intersection of ley lines, and that and that's where babies come from. Any more questions?
Oh, so that's why Illithids would be interested in it. And he just writes it.
Illithids? Where?
Are
you an illithid? He points a shaking figure at Bassoon, like is making his eyes kind of cross.
No, we deslugged everybody.
I'm on to you, you illithid son of a bitch! Bassoon's like lifted up to the ceiling, like with a giant Bigby's hand shaking about. Bassoon's like, ah!
What about hey, someone do the illusion of the fucking centipede little shits. See if he knows about it.
Bassoon is job to you. Oh, I know about those, yes. Bassoon's like, oh, fuck! Basilla dodged! Basilla, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. We're advantage. 14.
Right, 14, well, no, that's a 14. You and Bassoon managed to avoid hitting one another as, he falls down with a hard thud, exploding the seat, you were just sitting on.
What the fuck?
I fucking hate wizards. He looks at you, Honor. No offense.
We do. Did you happen to find the ley line in the north?
Ley line. In the north. Why do you want it? I can see the eye in your forehead. I can see the one who looks through your head, through me at me, through you to me at me.
Do you
That's
know his
not
name?
your eye. That's not your eye. You can't fool me. That's not your eye. I can see you, you know.
Melchior.
Melchior. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Didn't think of it. But he had mentioned that he'd seen you and that you were hunted for the.
They live in the world. That's right. I told my good friend Melchior before I left to come and find me, that I knew that he was thirsty for immortality, so I gave him that little hint. I never thought it would end like this. Poor bastard. Poor stupid bastard. Who? What? Were you talking to me? I'm sorry, young man. Were you saying something?
Nothing of any consequence.
Shut up, Melchior. Right.
Do you have anything to discuss concerning the god?
No.
You did it.
Don't say that name. Don't say that name. No. Plow is in a fetal position for a moment, hyperventilating. You see drool coming like from his mouth as he goes, no.
Be able to deal with him. And perhaps in doing that, it may help you.
Is the land father, mother, brother, country. Father, mother, brother, country. Father.
So we're gonna write that down, right?
Can those sacrifices be taken away?
Knowingly for some, unknowingly for some, gave them. His friend. Sorry, I think it said father, mother. I meant to say friend, brother, mother, country. He didn't
Right.
say father. His friend. The Silver King of the Silver Knights. Subservient to the Silver Dragon. In the west. His mother. In the center. His brother. Escaped. The nation. Still here. He points to you, Tomagen. Mother. His friend was sacrificed. Here. In this very temple. His first treachery took place here. Immortality. I was a fool to pursue it. Just as Strahd was, I almost made the same mistake. I am no lich, and I will never be a lich. Don't you try to turn into a lich, young man! Shakes a finger at you, honor him. I need to go to the bathroom.
Insight
What's up?
check on the norm.
He gets up and goes to the corner and just starts pissing on the side of the wall. And speaking of which, I think I need to go to the bathroom
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
How
I
does
did a quick break
right,
too.
so let's
In
count,
game and out of game.
Just catch him up when he's back. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. So, as Professor Mordenkainen has finished relieving himself in a designated area, he comes back. Unfortunately, he has neglected to. I'm getting a feedback.
But
from somebody.
that Adam muted. It's okay. Go ahead.
Right. The Amber Golems. They once were the guardians of what lays here. Celestial forces drawn down by the wizards. The order that kept an order, here. But evil walks itself. It copulates even with inorganic material. You will need protection. So long as you do not. So long as you do not attack or cast spells, this one will hold. You will be invisible to the temple's defenders. The Amber Golems will not attack you. As he blows this chalk-like dust all over all of you, is anybody resisting the spell?
Oh no.
I think after failing so miserably last time, I've just kind of said fuck it, and I'm going with the group.
Okay.
Is it possible to, like, as the spell's going off, try to quickly discern if anyone else is like, oh fuck, should I try to resist this? Like, look around, try to read the party.
Yeah, you've been adventuring with them long enough that you can tell that Mordenkainen here has not won their suspicion, and you allow yourselves to be suffused. All right, so here's how it works, guys. Essentially, based on what he was saying, this is essentially the invisibility spell, but against the amber golems. If you take an action that would break an invisibility spell, this spell would be
Gotcha.
broken as well. Let me put a concentration symbol on him. And on all of you, I'm going to put, let me see, this little fortress symbol. This fortress symbol shows that you are protected.
Within reason, of course.
Just to make it clear, you guys are not invisible, but it has the same breaking condition as invisibility.
For the golems.
For the golems, yes.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
Also, if one of you breaks it, it doesn't break everybody's. It just
Right,
breaks
right,
that
right.
person's.
All right.
That's good to know.
Hell of a hall pass. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, make sure you always have the hall pass, because the hall monitors here are very cool. They'll mash your bones. There is another one. Another oh! And make sure you stay away from the principal. I hate that principal. That bald, ugly-headed bastard. Nice beard, though. I do appreciate a man with a beard. He nods to you, Talmadgen, and he nods to you, Duncan.
You remind me of the
Then
principal's
he nods to
name.
you, Vasilla, for some fucking reason. Sorry, what were we saying on him?
Will you remind me of the principal's name? Need to know how to address him.
Principal Tushan. You can call him Sir Principal Tushan, or you can call him, you son of a bitch, I hate you! I know you're working for them. Tushan.
Ah,
Capitalize all of the words there also. I don't think he's here now, though. But he likes to go down and converse with them, with his masters. He thinks himself the next Dark Lord, but he doesn't have the capacity. You need to have been a good man to have the capacity to be chosen. They tried to get me, but I only made one small deal with them, only one small deal, and the only sacrifice I made is me. Peace of mind. They gave me peace of mind, but they took a peace of mind. If you can get it back, get it back. They used it. They used it. The green one. The green one. Look for the green. For the green one. Get my peace of mind back so I can have my peace of mind back, and I will lose my peace of mind, but I will have the peace of my mind. Please. Please. Peace of mind. In my sanctum, you will be safe. But be careful. Do not bring them here. Be careful! I have prepared beds and meals for all of you. He gestures. A bunch of tatty, tatty blankets appear on some of the benches. Like a sandwich materialize. A couple of sandwiches materialize. Like, Varys, you catch one. It's a toast sandwich, like bread.
but it's food.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Oh, that
cooked.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, and as you realize, it's been buttered on the outside.
Oh!
Yeah.
I go. Oh,
Feast.
are all these still there, Dan? We lost Dan.
Nice.
Did
Oh, there you are. There you are.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, that was short. Do all these he pauses, lecture halls reset for the next day's lessons? Ugh.
Well, yes. Otherwise, you're going to have teachers. How else are you going to run a school, young man?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Silly. However, as I have tenure, my office is mine, and I need not share it. I even have an executive bathroom, as you can see. He gestured to the pile of like human waste in the corner.
I go, yeah, but the roommates suck.
Well, I'm glad, but that's why we kicked him out. Right? Thank you, young man. He nods to you, vigorously honor him. Scratches his head madly, like picks up, like giant danger flake off it, and like eats it. Right, well, do what you like. I have to work on my notes. I have to work on my theory. I have to figure out the spell that breaks the king. How did it? It's like it's completely ignoring you guys, taking out a piece
What?
of
Breaks the king.
chalk, and starts like scrabbling on the already completely scrabbled on board again. Like you guys suddenly feel a sudden lifting from all of your shoulders, as if there was a weight keeping you in your seats that is now gone.
And abashedly just goes and starts just, I'm not shuffling through his things, but I'm looking at everything.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Absolutely.
Trying to make heads or tails of some of the right ones.
Ooh, that's gonna be difficult. Very difficult. Give me an Arcana check, please. Oh, yes.
Thank you. Good God.
In my head, okay, so I'm not gonna look yet, but I'm gonna say the DC, right? It was like 30. I'm gonna bet this motherfucker has like 35. Okay,
You can't roll
that's
any
still
higher.
a natural 20 plus 9, so this isn't like a save or something like that. So I'm going to give it a degree of success. Honorim, as you observe the writings and try your best to make sense of what the fuck is there. There's usually people say there's a method to the madness. Not really in this case. The madness is just covering more madness. But there is some logic in here, and you can tell that whatever he's working on, in a strange way, does make a twisted sort of sense. It's as if you're looking like at if you're looking at a toddler's drawings, right? And at first you don't know what the hell it's supposed to be, but then you sit with the toddler's help, like you kind of understand what it is. It seems he's been trying to figure out a way to sever the connection between Strahd and the land. In fact, it seems he's made some ways inwards too. From what, at least from his analysis, and as far as you can make heads of tails of this ley line is also the one of two keystones of Strahd's enhanced power. He's trying to figure out a way to break the keystone. He believes it has something to do with the dark powers beneath, somehow breaking the deal. Over and over, you see, friend, brother, mother, land. in Elvish, in Gnomish, in Common, Draconic. Mother, it's crossed out. It says dead, 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 dead. Land is like circled, but question mark. How? How? Brother, dead. Castle? Dead. Castle? Friend is circled and like with a bunch of arrows to it. And you're like kind of twisting your head this way, then you're like you can't really read. It says silver host, and you're trying to think of a place you know that means silver and ends with host. If you're saying something, I cannot hear you. Is he muted?
Hmm.
Who?
The Argynvost.
You know what? That does stand to reason for you. He did refer to the friend as King of Silver, subservient to silver. You don't think it means the Silver Dragon, but you do remember Godfrey mentioning the Captain General of his order
What's his
being
name
in
again?
the castle. Roll me a history check. Fuck. I was hoping I'd have time to pull him up for my notes. I know it's not Casimir Velikov. Give me just one moment. I'm trying to remember if he'd be in Monsters or in PCs.
Casimir was wrong.
Yeah, Casimir was Hadin's brother. Vladimir Hongar.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, because I remember because there was a scene with him. Yeah.
Vladimir Horngard, he is... Godfrey referred to him once or twice. He's definitely one to...
Battle axe.
Yep.
We met him. Gave the axe.
You might be thinking about somebody else. Vladimir Horngard is the Captain General of the Knights of Argynvost.
Right.
No,
Godfrey-
the axe is from the barbarian horde, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that guy.
Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think you guys met him. Let me see.
I thought we did.
It was
Or it was
Oh,
Godfrey
wait,
recounted.
no,
Godfrey
you are-
recounted a story. Godfrey recounted the story of him at some point, and that's where we know him from.
That is correct. Sorry. Yes. A knight with the name of Vladimir Horngard was General Longinus's right-hand man. And that was long before. And you know what? And like now you run into it and you're like, hold on a second. How was he alive at the time of the Red Horde? That doesn't make sense. So something to consider. In fact, I think this is important enough that I'll put it in question. Friend.
Tarmington suddenly stops and looks at everybody, and he goes, "Okay, Mordekainen, when was the last time you saw him, Duncan? Or how long has he been missing?"
I mean, he gave guest lectures at the college. I suppose it doesn't matter now. Just to tell you, I taught at a college, and he was a guest lecturer there. How long ago, DM, do you think he would have been there in my world or timeline?
7 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, less than a decade ago, I saw him. This man doesn't even recognize me. I don't know what to make of it.
But you're from our future, slightly, which would be about 5 years ahead of us, which means in our time, he's been here about 2 years. Teacher, how long have you worked here? He just kind of over his shoulder at the guy.
How are we?
How long here in the temple?
Oh, about 300 years or so, I think.
Thank you.
It's okay. But you look around, that's definitely not true.
Okay.
Like, give me a survival check.
I mean, just 300 years of shit would be like
Yeah.
part of the
Looking by the pile of waste, looking by the pile of,
But yes.
you know, like food leavings he has, like here and there.
Yeah, I don't know that though.
12 to 16 months. Between 12 and 16 months for sure. He's been here.
Okay. So
Like you want to err towards the 12 rather than
Yeah. But I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm just trying to place. Okay.
You guys definitely have had evidence that the flow of time of Barovia versus the outside.
Yeah,
material
I'm just trying to
plane
keep
is
track of
definitely
where,
weird.
what, and when.
Oh yes, certainly.
As a side note, DM2, while we've been sitting here, could I have cast Aura of Vitality to do a quick 2d6 healing session on us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 10 because I'm kind of messed up.
I will remind you, pause. I will remind you that will break the protection.
Oh.
So healing us will break the protection.
Anything that could break invisibility can break the protection.
Makes sense.
Oh, it'll break
Okay,
protection
okay.
on me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, man,
Save
okay.
it. Save it, my friend.
Yeah,
I'm
Target-
really
target
I'm really
side.
messed up though. I'm really messed up.
I think I'm gonna while we're talking, Varys is actually gonna suggest, hey, I feel pretty safe here. Maybe we can have a lunch break while we're here for about an hour or so.
Beds. I figure we're going to
Beds.
sleep at some
Okay.
point. Teacher, I also have one more. I am so sorry. And he
He
breaks
turns
out
to
the
you,
letter. Yeah.
A bite of chicken in his mouth. What is it?
Former students. And I can't remember the name of them. We found the clues of their passage that came through the pass, the group, the ones that I got the Tinkerer's tools from, and it gives them their names. And I mentioned those names to him.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused, Tom. What? Can you be a bit more specific?
Remember we were in Sanka Pass at the bridge. I opened the ceiling, found a note.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask about it, and and in the chest, I'm going to ask about those names.
With the Tinker Tools with the initials FVW.
Yes, and there was a note about it. Remember?
I'm trying to find the note.
Yeah, I don't. Did it get put in quest?
Failed to give my life, but I will serve in death. That was the inscription in the coffin. Oh,
Right.
that was somewhere else. Never mind. I don't think it was put in the in it, but it
man.
might be in our DMs if you want to pull that up.
I don't know if I ever got that, but I'll
But
look.
you can certainly show him the.
Yeah. Basically, I'm just going to see if this group came through before us, that he knows of. I mean,
It's familiar. It's familiar, but I just can't recall. I'm sorry, my boy.
no, that's okay. They may not have been in any of your classes, and I just kind of let it go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the name of the 4 sages is completely hidden from me, despite that Tinker's tools probably belonging to Fritz van Weerg, but I'm sorry I can't help you anymore, and I can't remember the names of any of them.
That's okay.
The name he said is Fritz van Weerg, which apparently he doesn't remember that he remembers, but I'll put that in question.
Okay. Interesting.
Can I do my check to see if that's not like a student that I would know or a story?
That would be funny.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check.
Well, there's a reason Duncan would be asking about this too.
Absolutely.
History?
History check, my friend.
Or not.
That's weird. I don't think my. All right. Well, I guess not.
This place certainly messes with your ability to remember. Despite his claim that this place is safe, you definitely all still feel that back of the
Hey,
head, like
DM,
headache.
Okay,
DM.
let's-
As a side note, because I just converted, something looked wrong. Um, I can show you. It didn't roll history right. I'm supposed to have a +12 to history because I'm an expertise in that.
Oh, then add an additional.
What did I
Yeah,
roll?
something here is off. Yeah, it
4.
doesn't have your. It doesn't have even
So
your
it should have been a
3,
16.
6.
16.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll fix that afterwards. I'm sorry about that.
You shake no worries. You shake your head and you're like, wait a minute, I did hear that name before when I was researching the history of Barovia and all that. Um, Fritz von Weirg, also known as the Scholar. He was a man of amazing technical prowess. Um, one of the few and foremost artificers in the world who some said that his artifice was so exact, so perfect, that some referred to it, even believed it was tinged by magic. The scholar, Fritz von Weirg, a legendary artificer. You guys remember that there was, it was also carved on the box in the tower with a baby. He
Mhm.
must have made that strange cooling box what that baby was.
Is that the same source as those really nice thieves' tools I have? I believe.
Tinker's tools.
Oh, they're tinker tools. Oh, I thought they were thieves' tools. No, that's okay. I got those from somewhere else. All right.
You guys also remember the, the scholar. Why is that familiar? Guys, remember the legend of the scholar, the sage, and the mage. So he must have been one of the people who came to Barovia and started and discovered like how amazing and powerful the ley lines here. Which now you have the identity of two of them: Martikov, the Raven-haired, the ancestor of the Martikov, and now this guy. Meanwhile, Mordenkainen goes back to his scribbling.
Melchior believed that Mordenkainen had located Sage Heart.
He
You see
got
no
one
such
of
thing
the.
around here.
Tarmogen picks up the Sage Heart. Is that a sister stone to the Wizard's Heart?
Sage, the scholar, and the arch wizard.
That,
More importantly,
Priscilla,
is that
this
related
is,
to
uh,
the
yeah,
Archdruid
Priscilla.
Heart?
That would.
Sorry, my audio cut out. Did I interrupt someone?
No. I was like, I kind of called you about this. I'm like, you've got an interest in these stones. You know about these things, right?
I know about the Archdruid one. That's the one I'm here for.
Well, you remember we had the Sister Stone. This is the third Sister Stone we're talking about now.
Oh, fuck.
I think. Yeah.
Man, nice. Fuck. These sounds are annoying. Well, for one, I'm thinking about my hunch is with the Archdruid stone. It's probably with that fucking rat wolf bastard. But I mean, you guys were talking about ley line stuff, right?
Apparently, it's all tied together.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a chore, but I think it's not just dealing with ag nonsense, but find out whatever the fucking basement of this hell. If she's gonna look back over, fucking this weird Mordecai guy is like looking into this shit. Then what I thought was going to be a fetch quest is probably going to be one of the founding changes here. So I think if we get out, fucking go for the hearts. Honestly,
Uh, Honor him. Would a heart be here? Do you think?
Well, as far as Melchior told me, he believed that Mordecai was hiding in the north and may have possibly found one of the stones. It is possible that he had it on him when whatever caused him to end up here. Perhaps that is what they're referring to as a piece of him was.
Oh.
yeah. If it was like a what's the word attuned to him, and it was taken away, then
It
you
would
think he
keep
still could be attuned to it?
Possibility, maybe there's separation between the stone and his mind, that evil between us caused this met. Interesting. Think on this.
This is.
I like that idea out of character and not how it is. It should be.
Oh.
I'll say in this time. About an hour passes as you guys sit and discuss what to do and your thoughts on the matter. So if there's anybody who wants to roll stuff, go ahead. Fisk, how long does your spell last again?
An hour.
So
An hour.
it's
So
probably
it's
not
gone.
that.
Okay, so warding mod's gone. All right.
If you guys want to roll any hit dice, now would be the time.
All right. Ptarmigan hands the ring back to Fisk. He goes, "My friend, I thank you, but there are others that probably need it more." And you look and you see that Ptarmigan, he's pretty much, he's very, for all the shit we've gone through, he's got a couple of scratches and bruises, and that's about it. So,
What time of the day is it?
Hard to tell. Only survival check.
Okay, I guess I'm trying to figure out if we're like actually exhausted or
Judging by your way your body feels, not quite exhausted, but it feels like it's starting to get late. If you had to guess, it's
Go to
between
hand it back
5
to Fisk. He'll push it and point to Varus.
all right, Varys, you find yourself with a platinum ring.
okay. Thanks.
You engaged also. Oh my god! Congratulations.
Also, I'm gonna slowly play on my flute, and everybody gets 1d8 extra hit points if you roll hit dice on the Song of Rest.
No, I'm not going to bother.
Bassoon sighs as he's kind of like on his wounds, and nods in appreciation of your song.
Yeah. What the hell?
Scylla, are you gonna roll hit dice?
Oh, hit that. For some reason, I'm thinking it's just like rolls and normal shit. Yeah,
that is C2.
me and my homies will roll hit die here. Let's roll 3, and then 2 of these.
I need to roll 2.
Holy smokes! I like that.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Sorry guys. I'm going to put your parade for a moment. I'm reading something. While within the Amber Temple, its darkness does fuck with healing.
Okay.
Although I guess this isn't magical healing.
Right.
Never mind.
Okay.
And everybody add 1d8.
Oh, that's perfect. I was gonna say I only got like
What the
what's
fuck is
that?
Bro,
going
I
on?
shred.
I was 1 HP off of going to full, but now it's like
Oh, nice.
Why did
Well,
it
that
roll
the
a
little bit
38
of
on a
like Jethro
D10?
Tull in the background just brings you over.
Can anybody help me with that? Why did it roll a 38 on my first roll for a D10? I rolled 4 D10s.
Right. That's.
It gave me a 38 on the first one.
What the fuck? How did it do that?
I'm just gonna
I
re-roll
want your
that one.
dice. That's my
And then a plus
42-sided die.
a
Roll for
D8,
hit
correct?
damage.
Plus a D8.
Plus your Constitution modifier.
I didn't need to roll that, but I just wanted to. Rolling dice is fun. That's why I like 5e because it's like, oh, do you get a +2 to hit? Nah, you just roll more dice. Like shit, son. That's awesome.
Yeah. He definitely. For his part, by the way, Modern Canoncy looks like he hasn't slept in 3 years. Like, the bag under his eyes have bags of bags of bags. Like, his eyes are completely red, like, he stinks to high heaven.
This is a hairy, smelly lunatic.
He's a hairy smelling yes.
That's the way Ptarmigan sees him. It's like, ugh.
Sounds like a Beatles song.
Alrighty. An hour passes. It's a rest of a kind. It feels... Your body's healed to some extent. Recover from the pain of combat to some extent. But... like that pain in the back of your head, like that feeling like there's aluminum foil attached to the edges of your teeth. That almost tinnitus like tee buzz in your ears is not going away. This place sucks.
Ptarmigan's like, yeah, okay. Are we ready to get out of here? I do not like this place.
Yes! Right, but we need to think about where we're going next.
Should probably take off the there we go.
Once again, look around. Hey, is there a teacher's entrance?
He points to where he brought you from. Right there. Just be careful. The hearth, though. Now that one of the... it would take a full day for that guardian to restore itself. Be wary. And then he's kind of like stares at you, drooling as he goes like, and then as the drool drops, he turns back to his scribbles like nothing happened.
Yeah, just kind of step away from him and. Oh, I see. We're like we're in a genuine like lecture hall. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As just a little side note for role playing purposes, Duncan's gonna walk up to his desk and like I have a quill in my inventory, and I'll just say it has like the school name that he lectured at written on the pen, and I'm gonna leave it on his desk, and just look at him one more time and then walk away.
I run back.
He glances at it and kind of like. Puts it in his pocket.
I go back and I'm like, hey, sir, can you use that? I would love your autograph. And I hand him a piece of parchment to sign.
And I actually have ink, so I'll pass off the ink to
Oh, I've got
Tommy.
ink. I have a
Okay,
full
cool, cool,
set
cool.
of stuff. You've seen him pull it out. He's very fancy.
So you want him to sign something?
Yeah, an autograph. I asked for his autograph.
Okay.
Just
of
to
course,
have it.
Of course, young man. Of course, I always happy to what?
Autograph. To sign autographs. Yeah, plenty of time for it. And I put the quill in his hand and,
Of course. He takes the quill in one hand and bites the top of it off, like crunching. You see like a little trail of blood goes up the side of his mouth. Very good. Very good. Thank you.
I
Autograph coming right up.
I just get his handprint with blood, if nothing else, or
He
something.
looks at
I just
it.
get.
He like starts like scribbling on the paper, like.
I take whatever I can get, and then thanks,
uh,
sir. And
Yeah, no
there's
problem.
nothing on it. There's nothing on it.
I'll copy that down later, though. That could be useful.
Yeah, I definitely save the parchment, and I go up and follow Fisk.
Yeah, there you go. You now are the proud owner of a signature by Mordenkainen. Although, also, it could be some kind of curse. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's in Quest Channel.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Awesome.
Side note, for Christmas you gave fate point.
That's correct.
I believe most of us already had a fate point, something we did earlier. And I believe
correct.
you said we could only have one.
No, you
yeah,
could
we
have
did
two.
it up to 2.
Yeah, you
Oh.
could have two.
Okay, refresh the newbie. What's the fate point?
Oh.
Automatic
20.
natural 20.
I have 2 of those. Baller.
Me too.
I'm gonna
You
use
can
it for the
also-
dumbest thing.
You can also
Dumbest thing I
attempt.
can think of.
You can also attempt to use it to push an ability to do something new, like Mav definitely is an expert with that. Mav can definitely.
I would
give
say,
ideas. He's
would
much
I only
better at
have-
that than I am.
I was reading a message for that last 20 seconds there. Context once more.
Fate points usage ideas aside from just.
Oh man.
how
Okay.
big of
All
a-
right.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Oh
Ooh,
man.
yeah.
You.
I wish that was a bank. I could have one epic session.
All right. So, as you guys kind of gather around, Bassoon will say, "Well, too, we've explored the right wing, at least to some extent. There seems to be a whole bunch of the northern part and the left part we haven't seen. And according to our learned professor here, there's a basement, and that's probably where his peace of mind or whatever he traded them is. I'm not sure I understood why he traded them a piece of mind for a piece of his own mind. Oh! Peace of mind for peace of mind.
Yes.
I get it. Yeah.
You see Vasilla like go like. Oh.
Right? Yeah. Oh God, poor bastard.
Teacher,
Back to him.
is
You can
there-
tell she was like half paying attention to a lot of this.
Listen, no matter how much you try, young lady, I will not give you an A until you turn in your coursework. What do you want?
do you
What?
happen to have a map of the school? I tend to get lost.
Of course, I can draw you one immediately. Draws one. It's not great, but it's something sort of recognizable. Don't ask for the bottom floor. I won't show you the bottom. You kind of guess that this is supposed to represent the right wing, the left wing. But you don't remember seeing like a big circular area like he seems to indicate over there. And then he goes, oh, one moment. And like scribbles connections on the sort of arms of the map. Watch out for the statue. Watch out for the bat. Watch out for the fox and the bat in the statue. Watch out for the fox.
Fox.
The fox and the bat in the statue.
I already met the bat. I know him.
The bat.
Fox is new.
The bat. The bat. That's not the bat. The real bat. The real bat is downstairs. The real bat is not the fox. The fox is not the bat. But the bat is the bat. And the fox is the fox. And sometimes it's also the bat.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, just want to confirm that I don't regain spell slots on a short rest, correct?
Correct. That would be a
Okay.
warlock. Only
Okay, thank
warlocks
you.
do.
Wizards.
We don't.
Fisk, are you there?
Guess
Yeah,
I
I'm
stepped away from it.
yeah.
Probably got called by his wife or kid.
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah. So where are we going? Up, down, or just go as fast as we can until we find a way out? I'm just kind of looking at honor him and everybody.
Looking at
One step in front of the other.
circle on the connections or steer down.
It seems to you that the X would indicate where the big statue is, because that's what he was tapping when he was talking about the statue. If so, that would mean that you guys would be standing in the right arm, and if that's so, that means that there's some kind of connection between the right arm and the rest of the top of the temple, where that weird spiral is, near the top of the arm where you guys are at.
So we need to investigate the left side as well as the basement. I think.
You certainly could. There certainly is a place of power.
Yeah. I think it's both wings in the basement if I'm looking at the second map correctly.
He did say he's not going to draw the bottom part
Right,
of
right,
this place,
but-
so
Yeah.
the spiral at the top could indicate stairs. Usually, like you've seen maps, like stairs are indicated with spirals. But like Tom, you already know that the statue like knows you guys are like in the right side,
Yeah.
and he almost blasted you once already. You could try to surprise him from the left side, or coming up with some other plan.
Yeah, Ptarmigan's like, he's really leery. I go, okay, I understand we have to go somewhere. I'm like, but it's going to get ugly fast. Be ready. And if this is what we're doing, and, like Fisk, I think we better be really alert.
And remember, don't forget. The assignment is due next Wednesday. Dismissed.
Will this be
10%
on
off for
Nature?
every day of delay.
Thanks, pops.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my child. I
Let's
miss
get
you
the
so.
fuck out of here.
All right.
Yes, get out of my class, please, before I fail you all. F! 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 And you guys hurry out. And he returns to scribbling like nothing happened, humming to himself.
I'm like,
You see Vasilla walk out. Hate magic.
I hate
Alright.
it too.
don't get too far down there. You get lightning.
You guys see a blue spirit, like a creature hovering outside. At the moment, it doesn't seem to be attempting to harm you. It merely turns to observe you as you walk by it.
I'm like, again, don't touch anything. Don't attack anything.
Its mouth is agape in a scream, but there's no sound coming off it until it comes closer, and you guys can hear like a scream in the back of a throat, like it's trying to scream with a vocal cords it no longer has. Fisk, it goes to touch you. Do you allow it?
So the last time this happened, it's not hostile.
It doesn't seem to be like, screeching at you guys and arms outstretched. It's just kind of slowly like moving towards you with one hand going.
The last time this happened was in the Durst house.
Correct. Good recall.
So I am going to allow it, but I am going to tug on Vasilla's cloak and just kind of give a signal to hold.
Soon is about to like.
I'm giving a signal to hold.
Might you allow it? And a touch. Fisk. You guys see Fisk's head is thrust backwards, like in agony.
Could I, at that moment, give him a bardic inspiration and shout "Hold fast" or something?
Sure.
In case he has to save from something.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
All right. Fisk. There's a jumble of image. What the hell is jambalaya? Jumble of images and sensation. This is a lot less concrete than what you experienced at the death house. You get the impression that this creature has been dead for so long and has been subject to the madness that's indigent to the air, the very air here, that its own memory, even as a spirit, has become freed. You have a staff and a robe, you are discussing things with other wizards. Like, you see 3 figures shrouded in light and like arcane sigils, and you get the feeling of time passing, and suddenly, and like wizards starting to draw apart from each other, and then fire and a dagger in your back, and you fall. Spirit withdraws. Run away. Run away. Disappears through the wall. You realize this is one of the students, some members of the order that were supposed to keep this place. It seems it was drawn to you in particular, Fisk. The moment, Fisk, you feel a terrible chill. For the next hour, your speed will be reduced by 10 because of the chill. Aside from that, though, and a cold discomfort in your belly, you don't feel any other malicious effect.
Look at the others and just say, "Was a student."
There will be more.
Let's not let them touch us then. I don't like how cold you look. As soon as Fisk are taking up the front, Duncan, from behind you, you hear.
I'll stop and look behind me.
You see the others. Still, wait, that's still, in a holding pattern over there.
We'll look back to Duncan and Tom before moving up.
From the darkness.
I make eye contact with you, Vasilla, and point to my ear and into the door behind me, and start walking towards you.
All right. She seems to like take posts and keep an eye out.
Hey, didn't I'll ask Tarmjan. Hey, Tarm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw you when we were battling these assholes in here. I saw you open that door and you immediately closed it. What did you see in there?
Oh, Lord Kazoo is out there still pissed off, throwing lightning.
You bastard.
Is Tarm still up over here for me, or is it just not updating?
He hasn't moved his character.
Oh, okay.
I had to step away from the computer, so I'm absent. Sorry.
So we need to be like weapons drawn when we open the store, or are we not doing anything with weapons right now?
Try not to attack anything.
All right.
You guys recall that the statue that this leads to the confabulary, where the Great Hall, where those other statues and the big bat statue was, as Tom said.
Who's opening the door? Paper, scissors, rocks.
Fisk will go over.
I'm like, I go up to Fisk and I'm like, should we be invisible? Should we do other things, or do we want to just stay quiet?
No spells, no weapons.
Spells.
So we are already protected.
Save it.
Fisk will kind of like wave Duncan away from the door a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of move everybody back away, and then follow behind him.
I will slowly start cracking the door.
Slowly start cracking the door. Now, you do this. Give me a sleight of hand check, because I'm thinking you're trying to do this as quietly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The door is heavy and made of amber. Well, there's a wet splotch as perhaps a piece of bone or something from one of those stumped barbarians got stuck under the door and kind of a little bit. You kick it away quickly before it can continue making more noise. And no response is coming.
I was.
The head of the statue is shrouded in shadow now. An imperceptible darkness. Sorry, impenetrable darkness is what I meant to say.
It's dark out here.
No, it's not dark down there.
I will slowly step out.
You recognize a magical darkness that's suffusing the area over here. In your heart, Zahaviel hisses at the incredible fiendish presence that's coming from the statue. You step out of a large veranda encased with gold, made of gold and amber. It's incredibly cold to your feet. Although actually, Fisk, do you wear foot? I guess you have to wear foot protection. You guys have been checking through the fucking snow this whole time.
No,
Oh wait.
this
Okay.
guy's like, his hands and his feet are essentially shoes, because he's never worn shoes.
His hands too?
Yeah, and for most of his life, he's always walked on all fours. So they're
True, they're quite rough, yes.
yeah.
It's
I'll say,
still
but
quite
plus
cold.
there's snow leopards out there. You know, you've got big furry feet.
Sure. Right, so this black marble balcony trimmed with gold is 30 feet above the floor and overhangs the northeast corner of the temple. You guys see two amber doors leading from this balcony, and there's another door over here.
I will, as quietly as I can, make my way over to the other door.
As you approach it, you hear a soft click in the door.
Click in the door,
Yes.
like an unlocking click
Hard to tell.
or a locking click.
As I said, hard to tell.
I will try the doorknob.
Okay. You try the doorknob and you don't explode. The doorknob seems to turn.
Look to Honorim and Tarm and just quietly point to them and tell them to look at the, like, anything.
Yeah. I'm scoping out the room with them and listening as well.
Can you see underneath it? Is there a crack underneath the door or anything?
I'll take a peek under the door.
The doors here have been immaculately constructed, and there's not really much of a place for you to peek under the door. However, as you kind of like go down to peek under the door, almost like it's reading your intentions, the door opens by itself. It reveals a bare stone room consisting of a foyer to the west and a shrine that you can just barely see, judging by the edge of that carpet. There are 4 candelabras. The floor beneath them is covered in ancient bloodstains. To the left, there is another door.
I'm gonna look around the doorway. Is there any kind of pressure plates, any kind of traps, anything like that? Tarm, if you can.
Nope. But
I definitely-
as the last of the party steps out, you guys hear the telltale crack of lightning and a laughter. I've got you now, fools. And I need everybody to roll me initiative, please.
Yay!
So,
Yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's go.
Sorry, that sleight of hand didn't
Oh,
quite
that's
Yeah.
So much for that protection.
Who's ready for the
It's
chain
what-
lightning?
It was
Let's
from the
go.
Amber Golems.
Yeah, it's only from.
Let's
I was
go.
pretty
There's
clear.
gonna be a golem around that corner or some shit. I am paranoid. You cannot unfix this in my mind until we're out of here. All right. I'm gonna assume everything is chain lightning. Everything.
The door is open, so
We are
there's
in a
always-
giant
there's a place
Duracell.
to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo, Duncan.
Essentially, like it heard the door opening and then it was waiting for the party like to come out. It is a dickhead. Not gonna use that. Thank you very much. And I'm going to give the statue initiative 20. Under Talmagen. Technically, I'm gonna say because you guys were kind of like, you guys were aware of it, and you guys were like being careful. I'm gonna say no surprise round. So let me see here. Right, 40. Can I get dexterity saving throws from everybody, please? Right, Tom, that's a fail. Fisk, that's a fail. Honorim, that's a fail. Duncan, that's a fail.
Let's do it, gang. Woo. Why-
Soon, that's a fail. I don't know what has advantage.
Am I able to use inspiration after a roll?
Believe so. Yes.
Okay. Well, considering I just rolled a 1, I get a reroll, right?
You
Is that
get-
what?
So, are you using a fate point? Is that what you're trying to tell
No,
me?
inspiration. Does that give me a reroll on that saving throw, or no? Is that what that does? Or
Are you
what is
thinking of your bardic inspiration?
Regular inspiration point.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you
regular
only? Oh, if you had, I thought you used all of them up. Okay.
No, I have 2.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So, yes, you can. You can get a reroll on that.
Okay. Dexterity. There.
Unfortunately, a 15 does not save. But however, I believe you still have an inspiration point from Varys, Duncan.
No, I used that in my against the
Oh,
golem.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yep.
right.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to reroll or use a fate point or anything like that?
I'm okay.
I'm just saying, it's a bunch of you said earlier that you had like 2 already,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm saying like
Wait, what's the DC for this shit?
17.
Woo, we good, baby. I'm holding
Oh.
on to these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, because you're well. The thing is, Vasilla,
Where'd
no,
my
you're not,
fate points go?
because this wasn't something you could see.
Oh, there.
I did like there is. I did say there's a.
I
on it.
use an inspiration to reroll, and that reroll gives me a 17.
True. You-
But that's
Yeah.
called efficiency.
That is called efficiency. Okay, so 40 lightning damage to pretty much everybody.
You
as
said
a lightning
4-0?
4-0. Yep, right there at the top. Let me see. As
Wait,
many
that's-
as 3, actually, sorry, that's as many
That's
as
not
3
an
other
AoE
targets.
attack. Ouch.
Yeah, many as 3 other
Ouch.
targets. So it would
58.
have. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hold on. Would it have
Wow.
count? Let me see. So that would have been the closest one is Duncan. But no, what he. Where's Ptarmigan on here? No. So
Right
Ptarmigan,
there,
you would
yeah.
have been the first target. So
Yep.
jump to honor him. Fisk and let me see who's closest to Ptarmigan. Vasilla. So it's the 4 of you. Varys, Duncan, and Bassoon are actually safe from this one.
So no damage for Duncan, Varys, or Bassoon?
Yeah, I thought it was just like jump as many targets as possible, but there's a limited number of jumps. It says as many as 3 other targets, and because Ptarmigan was his target, Vasilla, Honorim, and Fisk, I'm ruling as the eaters of lightning. All right.
Let's
20 points of damage to me and Tarm.
That's
No, it's
correct.
not area of effect. It's targeted, isn't it?
It is targeted. It's not an AoE.
So we take full.
Um,
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah.
is it?
Evasion. Let me see. A certain area. Yeah, it does specify AoE. I'm afraid that is true. So Fisk, you take the full damage if you failed, as does Tom. I believe we're speaking about evasion.
Yes.
I can't. Uncanny dodge will do half though. We can't half it with uncanny dodge.
Think uncanny dodge
I
is just
can.
for like physical attacks?
5th level attacker you can see hit you with an attack. That's
Attacker
it.
you can see.
You can use. Yeah, I can see him.
No, you can't. He's in darkness.
Oh. Oh, okay. Still, I was ready to take the full anyway. So yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
All right, Duncan, you're up. This statue is shooting out a lightning bolt. It's probably a good idea to get out of there. Or to do something about it. Up to you.
Okay, so this gold barrier next to me and Varys, that's a wall, right?
That's just a balcony railing.
See, that's why I wanted to clarify because I didn't see the description. So these are pillars, and the statue's below us,
No. The statue is actually goes up above you.
above. Okay,
Big
I
statue is
just
very
needed
tall.
to clarify.
You guys
In
are.
that case, I'm gonna look over at Ptarmigan. I hope you guys have a plan. I'm a little out of my element, and somehow that's gonna bardically inspire you for my bonus action. So you get a D10, and I'm going to. It's double movement to get through somebody. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to take the dodge action, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. Tom.
I'm like, yeah, everybody get the hell out of here. And I haul to there and stop at the doorway.
All right.
That's it.
All right. It laughs cruelly, loudly, and another spell shoots out. Let's see. It's not chain light. It's not chain lightning again. This time it's a very intense bolt of fire, and it's going to be aimed at. Let me see. Varys, because you're the closest. This will be with advantage because you are. It is from the darkness. But we believe it already rolls as 25, so you take 27 fire damage, Varys.
Okay.
Right. Honor him. You're up.
I put out the little flames that have appeared on my cloak and feel the blisters from the heat already forming as I limp into the room above.
I'm seeing that Fisk's initiative did not get added for some reason. So we accidentally skipped you, Fisk. My apologies.
16.
Yep. Alrighty. There we go. Fisk, what would you like to do?
Varys, how you looking?
I'm okay right now. Kinda. I'm okay.
Okay.
Kinda.
I am just going to step here and look back at the others and said,
Keep track of the doorway. Get in.
And I'm going to cast my own darkness.
Call that means the protection will break on you.
It is um, it is from my, how do I say it?
Even if you
Skill.
get a spell from a different source, that still counts as a source
Yeah.
spellcaster. You're still casting that spell. Unless it specifically specifies that it does not count as a spell that you're casting, then I'm not that it can't.
Using 2 key points.
Well, I guess the question is, would that break invisibility? Right?
It-
Because he said that's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, it specifically says using key points to cast. Cast being the operating word here. I'm going to rule that this is still counts as casting a spell.
Then I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way.
Certainly.
Okay.
Very valid. Alright, yeah. Fisk, probably a good idea. You can see a big ass ember statue over there, and happily it does not react to your presences.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Bassoon is like, oh, wait, let's get the fuck out of here. But he points to this darkness. We're coming for your ass later. And runs into the room. Varys, I believe you're the last here.
Yep. I will.
Actually, yeah. What is? Oh, sorry. Vasilla's being hidden by the monk.
15, 20. I would actually. I would. Where was I? Right here.
Yes.
It goes right here. I was just right here. 5, 10, 15.
You're good.
That's. Oh yeah. That ends my turn.
Yeah, you guys can all see like this gigantic like amber statue. This one doesn't look like an angel specifically like the other one did. This one looks like a wizard, a female wizard. Features twisted into a once beatific smile twisted into a sarcastic evil grin, like eyes that are sunken in her skull. And her head looks like almost skull-like now. Her fingers are bony and reaching. But she does not respond to your presences. Vasilla, you're up. It seems somebody has built a shrine around her.
Go up here. What's going on over here, gang?
Close the door.
Out of character, I'm assuming this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
You guys hear another. However, as I said, the Amber doors, temple's doors are pretty. Yeah, the door opens to the inside, so Vasily, you kind of like have to like slam it shut behind you. The door shakes as another firebolt slams into it, judging by the heat. But for now, I'm going to get rid of the turn order. These guys all made it safely inside. You guys are still like those of you stuck by lightning are still giving off like a bit of static, like off each other.
Okay, I see it. All right. Oh, okay. So it's like in a niche in the back wall here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see it?
All right. Yep. I was just trying to get a feel for the layout of the room. It's not like it continues past. So
Can you?
all
Like I only have this token, but essentially here it is.
Okay,
It's about
yeah,
the
but it's
same
not like
size.
there isn't a hallway beyond. It doesn't look like.
No, it doesn't seem to be a hallway beyond. What you can tell about it is that it seems that somebody or some bodies have tried to erect some sort of shrine for it. You guys can see like all sorts of broken glass bottles that might have been potions and such like, as well as other things. You know, there's a broken wand, shattered orb, even a couple of pieces of bone that you recognize as the finger bones
Finger bones.
that have long since decomposed.
All right, Armstrong kind of finds that appalling, and this time I'll check out the door and listen at it.
Sure.
See if I hear anything on the other side.
This door is certainly locked. And for the time being, do you hear anything on the other side?
Like a perception check? Just
You can hear you can hear sounds from the Great Hall. Like you can hear like firebolt like back into that door.
okay. All right. They say it's locked.
It seems to be locked.
All right. Pull out the tools, and I'm like, all right, we ready for this? I'm looking at everybody.
Aye.
Might want to get back if you don't need to be next to me. Looking at
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the back here, guys.
Hunter, why don't you step away? Kneel down in front of the lock and
Despite the ancient mechanism's ingenuity, despite the rust of centuries on them, Ptarmigan goes, "Oh, this is the lock-picking rogue, and today we have a pretty standard ancient lock here. You unlock that fella like it ain't no thing."
kind of miss my old job. He very quietly opens the door.
All right, so you open the door to what seems to be an archer post of some kind. There's a narrow room. There's a narrow slit in the center of the south wall. The ceiling is it's very cramped. The ceiling is only 10 feet high. The arrow slit seems to be looking down towards the area of the temple. You can see a skeleton kind of like sitting down, like a bow by his side. It looks up as you guys enter, but doesn't act otherwise.
Okay, I do have a question. Oh, it's speaking?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess the speak with dead doesn't matter then. I was going to ask if that would, because that's a weird one. I'm always under it.
I mean,
so
you could certainly try it.
Well, I just don't want to break the effect. You know what I mean? The protection. So, but if it's talking, what I'm saying is that one's weird.
I get you. You don't want to break the effect.
Yeah.
It says,
if it just kind of happens, it happens. But you know. So there's a skeleton in here. Where's the skeleton?
He's like, oh, right. I guess sorry, it was on the wrong layer.
Oh, okay, all right.
There he is. Yeah, skeleton archer.
Is he doing anything? Just
Yes.
he looked up.
He seemed to have been sitting here right by the archer slit, and he was asking, "Are you here to replace me?" in a very ancient, common kind of sounding tongue. Art thou here to take my post?
Ah, gotcha. I kind of hold my hand to tell everybody just kind of, I'm like, this just stinks of a trap, and we got a talking dead guy. And at that point, without stepping into the room, I'm looking for any kind of triggering mechanisms or anything like that. I've dropped back into my old self.
Give me an investigation check. Can you show me exactly which wall you were checking in?
I'm going to start with the floor, and I'm not stepping into the room right now. It's just visual.
You're just looking at the floor and the entryway.
No, no. I'm looking at the floor, the walls, everything before I set 1 foot into that room.
So investigation usually involves you, being hands-on and close to what you're doing. Perception is what you're looking for if you're
That's
not
fine.
touching it.
Whatever you say I need
So-
to roll. Oh,
Okay, so well, no worries. We'll take that 12 and we'll add your 10, so that'll be a 22.
okay.
So with the 22, you can see that, as far as you can tell, there's no obvious traps. But there does seem to be some manner of depression in the wall to the right of the skeleton. Sorry, the wall to the left of the skeleton.
Gotcha. Okay. I point that out and I step aside. I'm like, nobody go in there, but everybody get your eyes on that room. I don't want to step in there until we know. I'll let everybody just kind of see if they spot anything that I can miss.
If everybody else is looking for stuff as well, I'm gonna need the rolls from everybody else too. Yeah. For you, Tomagen, you don't detect any traps or anything
Right,
like that.
yeah. I'm like, I don't see anything, but I want us all to look.
Yeah, none of you Alright, those of you who are investigating this chamber over here are perceiving into it. You don't perceive anything that screams trap to you.
Okay.
Although Varys, yeah, no.
All right. Look at him. I'm like, no, we're just passing through. Oh, wait a minute. Is there any doors in here?
Doors?
Any other doors?
Are you? There is the door to the other side, but it's on the other side. You would need both the permission of the three masters to venture downstairs.
Should I try to convince him that we have permission?
You
I'm
can
gonna
certainly
step back.
try.
I mean, I'm asking the group. Do we want to try to sneak past this, or do we want to?
Well, it's that or back out to the Great Kazoo, I guess. Is there a door out of there?
Yeah, guys. We go back to that other door. We're about to get laser blasted again.
And I don't think I will
Let's see.
survive another.
Okay.
That
I'm going to
hurts.
step forward, DM. Good
Haven't
sir,
asked
we
for
have permission. We have permission.
It tilts its head. Then the door should be open to you. Either the right-hand door, or the left-hand door, or the bottom door. But
When's the last time somebody went through a door? Because we should be going through right now. I'm just gonna try to gaslight this guy into thinking
Give me a
that.
deception check, homie.
I mean, I don't know what your problem is, but
Whew.
I don't know why the door is not opening. Perhaps you should speak to Inheritor to shine.
I look back at Ptarmigan. They kind of giving you the visual, like, do you want to take over? What do we do from here?
If it is not working, try obtaining permission again. Mistress Vishandra, statue's right over there. You can get Master Vatango's permission the other side.
Darmody just walks up to it and goes, "May we enter?"
The bottom of the feet materialize into a bowl. A dagger like spike materializes out of the center of the bowl. It's very sharp. Ptarmigan, you don't need to be a genius to understand what is needed here.
Starmageon's looking really hesitant about this.
Certainly. I would be too. Strange women asking for your blood, perhaps?
Yeah.
Not a great look for them.
Can I? So maybe this is something my character should know, but like I don't know necessarily the backstory of who this is. Does the party know? Like, I'm looking around. I guess I should ask that in character. Who is this lady? Like, what is the significance of feeding her blood?
Varys pushes Tarmogen aside and sticks his thumb on the blade.
You know?
Take your thumb on the blade. Little drop of blood. Kind of goes to the center of the bowl, and that's it. Kind of, you look at the bowl, there's like a line, like near the, like about an inch from the edge. You kind of get the feeling, probably you need to fill the bowl at least until that line. Take 1 point of damage, Varys.
Who's up next, boys?
Starmageon walks up.
It didn't hurt too bad.
Before we do this, should I throw up an aura of healing?
No.
And we can just rapid stack these on taking damage and then quickly healing right away?
Not yet. We don't want to break that protection.
Yeah.
I mean,
Spells. It
Okay.
barely hurt. It barely hurt.
okay.
All right. You're like, all right. Tarmageon goes, let's be smart about this. He goes, yeah. Not like the old tales where you cut your palm. You still have to hold a sword. And he goes up to the dagger, and he kind of cuts his forearm open a little bit, enough to free bleed into the bowl.
Well, are you bleeding in the bowl until it's full?
No. I'm bleeding into the bowl until it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1/7 full.
I like this plan.
Alright. Let me pull out my calculator, you bastard. Clever. I will say that. Clever. Oh fuck! It's like. All right. So you take 4 point of damage.
Okay. All right.
Actually, hold on. No, because he. Yeah, 4 point of damage. We'll say 4 points of damage. 4 points of damage, Tom. And because it's not you guys making an attack, you just using the spike that's in there. It doesn't break the protection.
Hey guys, real quick. I'm gonna look at the team. Didn't we have? And pardon me if I'm confusing another adventure that I've been on in the past. But didn't we have some kind of like someone was wearing a cloak of bloody? Didn't we have something in our bag of like a bloody cloak from like a long time ago?
I think that would have dried by now, but yeah, it's a good thought.
It was something that always bled.
It was like butcher's. Was it the butcher's bib?
Yeah, the butcher's bib. We have a butcher's bib in our bag of holding that just constantly bleeds.
That is a magic item that constantly bleeds.
But it's magical on its own. We don't have to cast a spell. It just always is bleeding.
So
I think you have to attune to that, though, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just saying it's worth a shot if we're gonna if it wants blood. We've got a thing that constantly bleeds in our bag.
I think it has to be more personal than that, probably.
All right.
You can try.
Just a thought.
I'm gonna
Find the
look.
damn thing, because that does ring a bell. But I'm trying to find it. I can't find it on this.
That goes way back. Wow.
Duncan,
way back. Good call.
Duncan
guys.
walks up to the bowl, though, and holds a blade to his arm, and then totally
Soon we'll
limps
grab
out.
your hand before you do so. Wait, you might break the protection. There's already a spike there.
Oh, fair point. And but I'm just doing this for fun. I'm looking over at Fisk. I don't know if I can do this to myself, and I hold my arm out to you. Basically, he's proving himself a coward. He can't cut himself.
Fisk will do it first.
Right. Fisk also
And then-
1/7 of the bowl.
Yep.
Right,
And
4
then
points
help.
of damage to you.
And then help I'll grab your arm and just quickly, like, 1, 2, do it. Skip
I'm just-
3.
You guys are quickly getting the impression like this guy's a professor, not an adventurer. And he'll, back
Duncan, you
away.
take as the blood drips, but Duncan, you take 4 points of damage.
All right, done.
I'm sorry, friends. This is nothing that I can afford to partake in my current condition.
Oh dear.
Do we have any potions to give
Me.
our mage?
Does it
Soon
require-
will also partake. So, let's see. Varys, you only did your thumb, right?
Well, no. I mean, now that I'm seeing the whole crew, I'll go up and I'll offer a little bit more.
Okay. The
That's
bowl
cool.
is a little bit over halfway full.
Fisk will do another.
Gonna
I'll take
say,
another. I'll take another 4 and go over and hand Hunter him a greater healing.
And I'm going to touch myself with my staff.
is that a spell? That's...
That
No,
will
is that a no? No, it's a
argue.
magical item. Is that a spell?
Sorry, what if you're using a staff or a wand? Yes, you're activating a spell.
Oh,
Um,
never mind.
Because you're still casting a spell, just doing it through an item.
Okay, well, forget that. Won't do that.
If anybody has the Butcher's Bib description, if you can like ping it or paste it somewhere, I'd be very grateful.
I don't remember that thing. I don't have a copy of it
I-
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
I
remember
was-
that? Okay.
I
It's
remember
okay.
it, just trying to find it.
It's something we had that was.
Yeah. Um,
Wife took my phone. Like Discord on phone is better for this. I can't look for it. I've tried on the PC Discord, but it's not working.
Darmagin does go ahead and does it one more time to, he's looking a bit wary, but he wants to get this done, so he throws another.
That's 16, 20.
Where do we?
4, 25. This thing is almost full. So Varys did 1, Tamajin did 8, Duncan did 4, Fisk did 8, Basun did 4. Wish to get a healing, no problem. That heals for max because I bet you're using an action. It's almost full. It just needs a little bit more, it looks like.
Duncan will step back up because I would say that my arm's probably still bleeding, so
No.
I'll just squeeze it
alright.
out.
It's alright, Professor. I got it. Soon sticks like his forearm, like right where the spike goes in, and bleeds until it is filled. And with that, the amber statue's eyes glow, and everybody who everybody who's standing here feel like you're holding a little gold, like you guys see like a little golden script materialize on your right palm. Okay. Good.
With that, I'm gonna go up. This guy, hold it up right in his face. Like, okay, move out of the way.
Moves dutifully out of the way.
Oh. I'll go peek down and see what I see here. Is this the big main room again?
Yes, it is. It seems to be an archer's slot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, Temujin, as you're walking past it, and yeah, it definitely feels like the corridor, like now that you're looking at it, and like now guys can probably investigate it. Yeah, definitely seems from the judgment of the other room is that this place is bigger than
Yeah.
you first gave it credit for.
There's nothing here that looks like could be a door. It's not, like an arch or anything in here.
In this room,
Yeah.
where you're standing, no, there doesn't seem to be anything that immediately looks to you like it could be a door.
Okay. And same out here.
Well, go ahead and give me an investigation check, why don't you?
Thank you. Absolutely. Ugh.
As far as you can tell, no. The discomfort that
Oh
seems
wait,
to
I've got a
go
bardic inspiration.
Yes, you do. You do?
Yeah.
From what?
Yeah. From Duncan. You gave it to me
I
earlier.
gave him the bardic a while back.
Yeah,
What?
So,
Go ahead.
Oh yes. That's a D10.
A D10.
Damn.
Well, bardic inspirations last for an hour, I thought, don't they?
Well, yeah, but that was at the beginning of this thing.
Literally, when
right?
we walked into this room,
walked into the door.
I gave him an
Oh,
inspiration.
okay. I didn't catch that. Okay. Yeah. Just
so yeah,
guys, in the
so
future, if
18.
you get an inspiration from Duncan, just
Yeah, I've got it,
put,
and I got a counter on it. So
put
yeah,
a purple dot or
yeah.
something. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
can
I've got a.
visually
Oh,
see.
okay, yeah. I've got a counter on my sheet.
Yeah,
so.
Tomogen, as you kind of like moving like wall to wall, like wherever Sila's leading, the wall seems a little bit smoother, and has a bit more of a curve at the top. Sorry, a bit less of a curve at the top and the bottom.
I'm just gonna kind of nudge Vasilla out of the way, and I just take that
Huh?
What?
What?
palm
What?
of mine
Come on,
and
girl.
put it on the wall.
What? Oh. Fuck.
Excuse me. Let me in here. He just kind of pushes past you.
She
Okay,
kind of like
okay,
steps
sorry,
back
jeez.
and like you look to everyone else like, what? What?
Tomogen, because you nudged her, that counts as an attack. No, I'm kidding. All right, Tomogen, go ahead and pick the lock.
Oh, okay.
Pick the lock. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation check. Yeah. You got it. Oof. I am going to use an
Like to-
inspiration point. I've
Ask.
had them and I have not used them. So yeah, wherever it is. And just re-roll it. Investigation. Okay. And
That's going to be sufficient as Tomogen. This is definitely the location of a hidden door. As you move your fingers along the side, you're thinking, and you look back and you take your pen with the script on it, and you press it. Ka-thunk.
there we go, guys.
The door reveals itself. It has a golden amber lettering reveals itself.
All right.
First chamber. Test of courage.
Any volunteers? And I step aside.
What does it say?
Test
of courage.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
I mean, if you want somebody to take a test of courage, the person that says "fuck it" is probably the guy to do it. Or girl.
Dusk is gonna step forward with Vasilla.
And as the party begins to make their way down, the stench of death is almost overwhelming. You can feel a tingle going down your spine. Whatever you experience here is going to be fire. The air is becoming thinner and colder, and as you descend to the darkness, you harden your hearts to the way ahead. And that is where we'll end tonight's session of the Curse of Star.